Yeah.
Simple.
Oh,
like
yeah.
because that's what happened this week. But no, like I feel like this is time. It may like you, Nikki, you know what? I agree with you. It may not be time for us to go outside, but it's definitely time for us to actually come together and really hurt them, hit them where it hurt, which is the money. Because if
Yeah.
we stop going to all these stores and we create a black Walmart or a black something, because I know people go to these stores out of convenience, being able to actually physically go to a store. But if we start mobilizing and building our own stores, and we have the money to do so, like the spending that we did last year alone shows that we have enough spending power. We just got to come
Right.
together.
Right.
It's coming together, but the one thing we can't, and this ain't me shitting on it because I agree with you 100%. I want a lot of black people, and I don't know if it's necessarily not necessarily older black people, but more so probably younger, our age or younger, with the whole it just because it's black, we have to support it and it can be subpar. We really got to get out of that mentality that it as long as it's black, it's automatic support.
Mhm.
We as
Now,
black
no, no,
people,
no, no, no. I agree with that 1000% because I
yeah,
did
we as
say we need to
yeah,
hire each other, but bitch,
it has to be. It's
do
like
a good job at work.
exactly. It can't
But
be like
also,
when
the business owner, you need to pay a livable
you
wage.
need to pay a livable wage. You need to be professional. It can't be these. It can't be just aesthetics. It can't be. I'm gonna give you subpar service, but because I'm black,
Mm-hmm.
you have to patronize me, and then if you don't patronize me, then you're being anti-black. We got to get
Right.
out of that because just like if we go to a white business and I pay my money, I expect to be served properly. It's the same thing with black people. And I
Exactly.
really need us as a collective to truly get on that page that we as black people deserve the top tier service just like
Mhm.
anybody else. Because if you was treating a white person, you would make sure they had top tier service. But then when it comes to us, it has to be subpar. But then we have to be guilted into patronizing it because it's black. And we have to get out of that. I think once we get out of that mentality, we could really thrive with businesses if we got out of that mentality. If we have to be like, no, I have to have the best business possible, not because I'm black, but because this is a business and I want to run it and I want to be successful and I want other black people to have a top tier experience. If I'm selling clothing, I want it to be the best clothing possible. If I'm doing some type of service, it has to be the best type of service. And I think we have to really start getting into that mindset. So that will allow us to create these businesses and they will be successful because we have our community at mind. You don't want to go to a black doctor just because they're black and they fucking misdiagnose you. Like, no, you have to be at the top of your field and whatever you're doing. And I think that we can thrive as a community once we get out of that mindset that, oh, it's black. And because it's black, you have to patronize it or making it unaffordable.
Mhm.
Like, especially with these restaurants, I'm not paying you $40 for an oxtail plate. I'm not paying you like these prices. Like, I get it, the meat might be expensive, but it's like things like that. It's like you trying to come up. It's like you trying to overcharge to work less. Like, you know how you have these black businesses that they try to charge you so much so they can take less people but still make the same amount of money. So
Mhm.
they'll double and triple charge one person so that they don't have to deal with all the other people it would take to get that money. I think if we try to stop scamming each other, then we can do what we need to do. If we get out the,
But
what is
see,
it? I
that's the
guess it's
purpose
we're
of it.
in
I
survival
agree.
mode. If we got out of survival mode and just function like a community, because I think individually we're operating on survival mode, and then that
Mhm.
affects how we act collectively because everybody
But
is
see,
trying to
but that's
survive.
the truth though. But that's where the Black Wall Street 2.0 will actually
Right.
be successful because it has to be right. Like you have to run your
Yeah.
business right. You have to pay a livable wage. You as an employee, you got to come to work. You got to do right. You got to be right. Everything got to be top tier. So that way we can create a better economy because people
Yes.
don't be stealing and robbing because they want to. They steal and rob because they don't have it. So
Right.
if we
Exactly.
create a community where they'll will where they have it, we can bring down crime a lot.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
also,
I
we got to
agree.
remember that part of support is holding ourselves accountable. So when we hold other Black folks accountable, we can't say that that's not support because that is support if we hold you accountable.
Yes.
Your business ain't right, and I'm not coming. I have an obligation to be like, hey, sister, I can't come because, or, I appreciate you trying. However, this part right here, or this price, or whatever, or this service, yeah, because I had to have that with the local restaurant here. I went in there and I was like,
Which one? Don't say Doolins.
no, I'm not gonna say even say the name, but on here. But I told them, I said, listen, are you asking me to pay $29 for this, and I cook my own damn soul food.
All right.
I grow it in my damn backyard and pick it, clean it, cook it. So I'm coming to you and
And
listen.
Nikki, he has a real like mini farm in his backyard. He has
Wow.
like all his greens is like, cut up and they're, lettuce and things of that nature. I'm like, I'm gonna go pick from him. He just need to get some lemons so I can go grab those from him as
I
well.
got lemons. I got
Yeah.
lemons too.
Oh, that's good. And I think
Yeah.
that's what we need is like, don't take constructive criticism that you're being anti-black, or you don't want to see you succeed. That's why
Yes.
Right.
we're giving the constructive criticism so that you can succeed. And also on the flip side of that, stop asking or expecting a discount. If something is already reasonably priced,
Hmm.
don't that because one thing I will say is as soon as a black person is selling some shit, if it's a candle and it's $25, oh, it's $25. That's too much, but you'll go to Bath and Body Works and literally go buy one for $25. So
Right.
when it
$30.
that's yes, that's on the flip side too. We gotta stop doing that because if you would spend
But
twenty
see, that's
dollars,
the thing. If we got the money, we ain't got to worry about complaining about the prices because we making
yeah,
the money we need to make to be able to afford the stuff that we want to
Exactly,
get.
but what I'm saying is, even outside of that, because sometimes we can't afford it, but that's what I'm saying. In instances where we can't afford it, we still want a significant discount because the person is black, and it's like, hey, I'm black, but
That is true.
I'm trying to run
That
a
is true.
business. It's like I'm trying to run a business and I can't get ahead if I'm giving everybody discounts because they're black. Because white people don't give discounts because the other people is white. They expect to be
Mm-mm.
patronized just like that. Business is business. And that's another thing I think we as
Mm-hmm.
black people need to do as well is to understand that if somebody is running a business, that's exactly what it is. It's a business and they can't give you a sizable discount. Now, if they want to give you a little $5 off, okay. But you can't expect if somebody's selling a product for $25, you can't expect them to give it to you for 10.
Mm-mm.
Especially knowing that you will go to
That's
a
how they
white
gonna make some
establishment,
money.
that you will go to a white establishment and spend $30 on it. That's
And
because
Right. And
I was doing that.
let me show
sometimes
you.
we have that mentality because there's a nice restaurant just opened in my neighborhood, and I was reading the comments. People talked about, they talked about the food and stuff. And some of these same people, they asked, because it's here in the hood, but I went, the place is really nice. The food was okay, it was good, but it was worth it. It might not have been to my liking, as much, but I would go back. But the comments, I was like, why would I pay this much to go to a restaurant in the hood? Because you go to fucking Mastro's in Beverly Hills
Sure
and
do.
Newport, and this place is every bit of standard of that. Um, and personal preference for food or whatever. But yeah, we sometimes think because it's black or where it's located means it's not worth it. We gotta
Mm-hmm.
sometimes value ourselves and know that we're worth it. And
Speak on it.
when we know that we're worth it, we don't mind paying, and we don't mind providing service. We just got to work that part of it out.
Let me show y'all
My
something real
question
quick.
to black people is, oh, can I ask this question real quick?
Yeah,
Because it go with what
absolutely.
he said. My question to black people is, what makes Beverly Hills more attractive than the hood where your people at, where your family at? That you sound like the white people. You sound very indoctrinated. And you sound like if it's white, it's right, or if it's white, it's better. And that's ridiculous to think that something in the hood is not valuable,
You
especially
know
because
what you
that
know
big
what
black business owner may give back to the hood.
they get it from? White people tell them that Beverly Hills is better. And them same white people who tell you that, they will take what we do, take it to Beverly Hills, and now it's a novelty. And you got to go because they got this black restaurant in Beverly Hills who's owned by somebody who ain't black, serving black food. So that means we need to all jump our asses and spend that gas and parking money to go over there and sit up in their restaurant.
Mhm.
And that brings me into another, like, I know you're going to show this video, Chris, but one of the things we also have to understand, just because a white person can hold a beat, because we were talking about, there's a good book that's called Everything But the Burden. Because a white person can hold a beat, because they like our music, we have to stop saying they're lifting them up. We sometimes do that. He can sing, so oh, he's close to being black. No, I'm black.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hmm.
she can hold the beat. Oh, she sure can dance. That white girl can. No, she don't dance no better than any of these girls I see. I work with at school. You get a white woman on Twitter twerking halfway right, and everybody jumping to her. She's cool. She can come to the picnic. No,
No, the fuck she can't.
and, and- and they'll sit there and they'll sit there and blast her all on social media. The algorithm of
yes,
on social media. But
yes.
let me show y'all this because since we're on this subject real quick, I want to show y'all this as well.
I was wrestled to the floor. One got my right arm, twisted it. I said, "Oh, you're hurting me."
That's how longtime member Ellie Thompson recounts what she calls a painful and chaotic Sunday morning. Three on Your Side obtained exclusive video of the altercation at Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church. Thompson could be seen being dragged out of the mother's board section
Look at
and
that.
out the door by two Scott County deputies. According to Scott County Sheriff Mike Lee, she and other members received court-ordered letters not to attend services any longer. However, Lee told us they violated the court's order and came to service anyway. Others learned Sunday they were stripped of their longtime positions.
I am the Sunday school teacher here. And Mr. Johnson came in this morning and said that his pastor had asked him to teach the Sunday school lesson, and he's taken it over. I was not informed.
Now, you may ask what led to the big blow up. Well, Thompson claims there are several things, including speaking out against Pastor Charles Bell's leadership.
He called himself appointing a finance committee. The church did not put that in effect. We have bylaws and rules that we govern.
Thompson also claims other leaders of the church are not being included in church business.
Why he doesn't include my husband, who is the oldest man here in the church, who is the oldest deacon, I do not know. He makes decisions without his knowledge.
Three on Your Side did some digging and found several things filed in Scott County Chancery Court. Back in 2024, leaders of the church filed a restraining order and preliminary injunction against 7 members, including Thompson. It claimed that those members assaulted a deacon both physically and verbally on September 15th, 2024. He had to be hospitalized. It goes on to say that all those defendants verbally threatened and assaulted the pastor, first lady, and other members of the church. Now, Thompson filed a statement to the church's lawyer saying she had no involvement in that altercation.
All the preachers that have been here and gone, if you get in touch with them, they would tell you that I have been a faithful warrior. Nothing but welcoming, greeting guests that comes in.
3 on Your Side requested to speak with Reverend Bell Sunday about everything that has transpired, but was told he wasn't available.
So this
Okay.
goes right into what we were just saying. I think Black people, we sometimes we're our own like kryptonite. And like, come on, that old lady dragging her out. Did you see him?
Right?
They dragged that lady. That lady looked like she sounds 70 years old. She's barely walking
That
herself.
old.
You drag her? Like, it's just like, but it's just Black is we have some, I don't know, it's something wrong with the Black community in certain ways where they're not processing things. Like when y'all say why they got to go to Beverly Hills, I said I don't see the allure going to Beverly Hills. I'm not trying to pay for $40 for fucking valet parking because
Right?
there ain't no parking around. I'm not trying to pay triple the price for the same steak that I got down here in Inglewood. I'm not trying
Right?
to be up there with a bunch of white folks looking at me like, "Ooh, dude, why they having
Like you
fun
don't
while they're
belong.
eating? They having too much fun. I gotta call the manager." I mean, I don't want to be around that shit. I
Right.
said
Well,
Exactly.
it doesn't
the
make
And
whole
that's the
thing.
confusing part because they think it's better, but they go down there thinking it's better, and then you complain when you treated it bad. Why the
But you
fuck you
go
go?
back. But you go back. And then you go to the black store around the corner, you don't get treated right. You ain't going, that's why I don't do no black businesses. but you'll keep giving every white business and everybody else a chance. But to that video, don't get me started on this whole black church thing. But because we black folks, we hate everything about slavery except the religion it gave us.
Yeah.
We hate everything else, but that religion we gave us, we can't step
We'll
away
keep
from.
that.
I'm not saying black shouldn't be Christians. I'm just saying we have to understand that is a byproduct of the slavery that happened to us, that religion we were given. And we are passionate about Christianity in our church. Because whereas someone like me, I would have said, fuck him, fuck the church, fuck all of them who don't want me there. Just like I tell, these other nationalities and races of people who don't want me in their business, then I can't do it. It's very unfortunate because I know, growing up in a black family, I know how deeply connected a lot of, especially older black folks, are to the religion, and that just seemed really hurtful to her. Yeah, so I don't want to, I can go on forever about black folks and Christianity, though.
No,
Yeah,
you can't go on about black folks and
Yeah.
Christianity because we've been talking about this because it's a difference between having a relationship with God and religion. That's two different
big
things.
difference.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Big difference.
And I just learned this year, honestly, because I've always considered myself Christian. I grew up Christian Baptist. Like I was in church. I was in choir, praise, dance. We had a step team. We even had a jump rope team. I was a part of all of that.
Right.
But then, like, I don't know, I felt some type of way about the church because of how they judge people and look down on us. And I don't know, now and as an adult, building my relationship with God, I had to realize, like, I don't have to have a religion to have a relationship with God. And then really let me not get into studying the word because the Bible was written by man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into it because
did we speak about that last time? Where we said,
yeah, we got into
we
it.
did.
We got into because we are when you drop it, we gonna piss them off. But it's the same thing. We got to get out of. We got to get. We be so beholden to it. Like as much shit as we talk. Like I say, a lot of these people are cosplaying pro. A lot of black people are cosplaying pro-blackness using white supremacy talking points. Y'all are cosplaying pro-blackness using white supremacy talking points, and we done picked the fuck up on it. Everything y'all do, you do it for the white. When we talk about, you can even take it to how beauty standards. You try to make black women feel bad for wearing wigs and weaves and things like that. And you don't realize that you're doing white women bidding because white women think that is luxury that is only allowed for them. So when they see black women partaking in good and nice hair and getting our nails done and getting our lashes done and beauty things that were designed for them, even home decor, anything that they deem a luxury experience, when you see black women specifically start to indulge in that, here you come with you pick me ass bitches and you fucking Dr. Umar ass niggas. Oh, you wearing a wig, you don't like your own hair. But y'all the same niggas that when dark-skinned black girls was wearing their natural hair, y'all called it ugly. Y'all the same niggas that say I'm gonna go have babies with white and Latina women because I want them to have good hair. And then you gonna tell me, yes, and then you gonna tell me that I don't like my blackness because I have a wig. First of all, this is the difference, and I want to explain this real quick when it comes to that. When black women wear wigs and weaves, we know it's not our hair. We're not trying to get you to think it's our hair. We love the fact that I could hit you with a pixie cut one day and a fucking 30-inch bust down the next day. That's our creativity. And they're jealous of that. When white women get extensions, when white women get lashes, and white women get nails, they trying to pass that off as coming out they fucking scalp. And they're upset that black women have a creativity and that is our expression. And they can't do it. Because how many times has a white woman said to you when you got your hair done and you wearing a wig, braids, or whatever, oh, I wish I could do that. They love to say that.
Yeah, I work with them, so that's all they really say to me.
They love
how did
to
you
say,
get it like that? Oh, it looks like it's coming from your scalp. Oh, I wish I can do that. Oh, watch when I go to work tomorrow with these braids. Like, I'm like, oh my God, Maya.
Yeah, it's like, and that's exactly what they do. And it's like, And it's like, well, bitch, you can do it if you wanted to, but you so busy trying to get people to think that what you got is growing out your fucking scalp. And these black men, y'all fall for it because y'all tell black women, oh, we gonna take you swimming on the first date. No, go take Becky swimming on the first date and see won't them tracks pop the fuck out. Go see if them tape ends won't lump the fuck up, okay? Because that's the difference is that white women, people been wearing wigs, white women wear wigs from the dawn of time, but think about how we're brainwashed. You're brainwashed that as when you see a white woman, especially with long hair, you automatically make the assumption that it is her hair. But if you see a black woman with some long hair like mine, because if you feel the texture, this ain't white folk texture, you will automatically assume that I have it. It might be my hair, it might not. My thing is if I pay for it, bitch, it belong to me. And for
Before
white
I
people,
cut my hair all the way, y'all, people used to always say, "Oh my God, is that your hair?" And my hair was to the middle of my back when I got it straight. And
yeah,
people would be like, "Oh, is that
they,
yours? Where did you get that hair?" I had so many people ask me what kind of hair I had in my head, what kind of hair I
yes,
bought.
because they think that we same thing with me. They think that we can't grow our hair. It's like, don't you see people with locks? Like, what do you think? That's an indicator right there that we can grow hair. But it's the black men and women that do the fucking bidding for white people when they try to tell us that we don't like ourselves because we like to do creative things with our hair. We have always been creative. And to those people, I always say, to those black people that like to say shit like that, don't wear braids. Cause don't you have to wear synthetic hair in order to get the fucking braids, bitch? It's the same shit. You can't talk no type of shit. And it's not that we don't love ourselves. It's not that it's just expression and we're having fun. It's white women that's trying to make you believe that everything they show you is theirs. Black women, like, we don't give a fuck, which is why we will have one hairstyle today and another hairstyle tomorrow,
Listen, I
and we
wore 3
don't think
different
twice
wigs
about
to
it.
work last week, honey. I ain't care.
Listen, who you telling? It's the same thing, and they say it like it's a dig. Oh, you get your nails done, so you don't like who you are natural. Bitch, get the fuck out of my face, okay? I'm gonna have one thing. I'm gonna have the wig gonna be laid, and the fucking set is fresh. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it because you ain't paying for it. But that's what they do. They do the bidding of white women and white supremacy with these talking points. Oh, you don't love yourself. You don't like your blackness. So in order for you to listen to me as a black woman, I gotta have an afro and a fucking dashiki on. Fuck out of here. Like that's gonna make me a real bitch because I gotta look like Angela Davis for you to believe some pro-black shit out of my mouth. Or like when white people say, oh, they think this is what they think. They love to say this to black women about our hair. Oh, you're talking like that, but you're wearing our hair. To any Becky watching this video right now, let me look into the fucking camera. Any Becky watching this shit right now, we don't wear boneless bust downs, okay? Y'all hair is thin as is and gets thinner with age. What the fuck do we look like going and buying some thin ass fucking hair? Said no black woman ever. We don't wear European hair. They don't sell European hair, okay? They
Yes,
got
you don't.
Brazilian, they got fucking wet and wavy, they got everything under the sun. But I can't go nowhere in town. I can't go to Muhammad and them and say, hey, let me get a pack of white. I can't do that because it don't fucking exist. I can't let me get a pack of that European silky. Don't have it, baby. We
And
not wearing your shit.
you end up getting
And y'all
lice and all
don't own
types
the
of stuff.
franchise on exactly. They don't own and y'all don't own the franchise on blonde hair. I hate to break it to you, but niggas are blonde.
It's
Niggas
Yeah.
a
are ginger.
whole African
Y'all don't
tribe that's straight blind
With
it's
with
blue
a whole
eyes.
blue
it's a whole
eyes.
tribe they swear that they own it. And speaking of which, this is why I want to say how stupid white people are. Imagine letting a motherfucker like Hitler, a fucking midget, a brunette midget with a Charlie Chaplin mustache, is gonna convince you that blonde hair and blue eyes is the master race, and this motherfucker ain't got neither one of them. That's how dumb white people are.
Hello.
That's how dumb white people are. You let a motherfucker who ain't even got it convince you that that's what the fuck it is.
Hold on, let me add to it. Let me add to how extra dumb they are. They have somebody who is a fucking a felon who married an immigrant that's telling you that immigrants are bad, but he married one. That's telling you that doing crime is bad, but he got
A
how many
fucking criminal.
felonies? 30 what?
30,
Okay.
34.
Oh,
34 of them, but we wrong. I
two
took man,
immigrants he married.
white supremacy is a hell of a motherfucking drug. Y'all, that's
And I
that's a
wonder,
hell of a drug.
And what I want to do is I am going to shift the focus. This is going to be a little bit hard to watch. We're going into our shock value, okay? So I just want you
All right.
yeah, well, we're going to shock value, so just please bear with me. I know you're going to be like, oh my
I'm
God.
nervous.
You're
I
nervous.
think I'm about to cuss.
الله يشافي بجاه النبي محمد حكم دعوا له
And then I'm going to show you another video which has been making its rounds as well.
We went from Israel apologists and the Israeli government calling it blood libel, but how dare we accuse them of bombing aid workers and journalists, to them openly bombing aid workers and journalists in broad daylight. And then when they're asked about it, they're saying, we don't even know why we bombed them. We just felt like doing it. And what are you gonna do? Stop us? I don't know what more you need to see that this is intentional genocide.
And then one last one.
I just want to get this straight. Okay. You're telling me that Israel has the capabilities of launching a missile from a drone thousands of miles away and directly targeting one of the leaders of the Islamic Republic in Iran through his bedroom wall and directly hitting him while he was sleeping in his bed. Their military equipment is so advanced that not only can they track where specific people are in real time, they can send drones from Israel to launch missiles at those people from thousands of miles away. But we are supposed to believe that in order for them to fight Hamas, they had to destroy virtually every single livable building in Gaza. They had to bomb every single hospital in Gaza at least once, if not multiple times. They had to bomb every school. They had to literally destroy every university, all of the buildings of the universities in Gaza in order to fight Hamas. I just want to get.
So what do y'all think of that? Because it was a lot to go from beginning to end, but I think that end part, she pretty much nailed it on the head. What do y'all think?
I'll let Maya go.
Feel like, hold on, because let me
She
see
about to
something
get
real quick.
ready.
No, because you know it. I did I plan on doing a video on why this is really going on. And it's just the reason this whole situation going on is so stupid. Like, thank you, boo. I don't have words. And the reason I don't have words, this probably about to sound so fucked up, because the whole situation is extremely wrong. But I cannot find the words simply because when it's black people, people don't give a fuck. So I don't know what to say at this point.
Amen.
I really don't know. I don't mean to come off like an asshole. It's fucked up. I empathize with them. It should not be happening, because the entire reasoning it's going on is because Russia was trying to be a fucking bully. Like, this all started because somebody wants to take something that don't belong to them.
Mm-hmm.
And if people can go back to what y'all said in the beginning, mind their motherfucking business and enjoy what the fuck you have, shit like this wouldn't even be going on.
Yeah. I'm with Maya but then when you had the opportunity with Kamala Harris, y'all wanted to be on some single vote and shit. And now it's even worse. So you cut your nose to spite your face, and the people you claim that you cared about, the people that you wanted to help, you put them in a worse position than they are now because you didn't want a black woman in power. Because you're talking about she funds a genocide. This genocide has been going on since before fucking America existed. So they've been fighting this fight. And it doesn't matter if you pay taxes, you're funding the fucking genocide, because we as America, we should get to decide where our tax dollars go, but we don't. The government decides it. And if they want to send it to Israel, That's what they're doing. They're doing that shit under Trump. They're doing it under every other president. They act like, again, America is a superpower, but we got to clean up our own shit. We can't be, we not saying we can't be worried, but I guarantee you that what's going on over there right now would not be going on to the degree that it's going on had Kamala Harris been in the office. And y'all can say, people can say whatever they want, but it wouldn't. You got a man in the White House that literally said he's trying to make this commercial fucking property. He is
Yep.
trying to make this beachfront property because he don't have no fucking soul. Mr. Oh, I'm ending the wars. There are gonna be no wars, and you allowing these people to bomb this shit because you want to be a dictator and you want to be at the cool kids table, and so you're going to do whatever you can by any means necessary for somebody just to pay you a fucking compliment. Kamala Harris told y'all everything that was going to happen with Gaza. Let this man get in office. She told you play line by line what this man was going to do, and y'all was
She
so
did.
racist that you didn't want a black woman in power, so you cut your nose to spite your face. So it is what it is. I empathize with them. They should not be bombing that place. Genocide, I don't care where it's from, what side you on, is wrong. But when black
Yes.
people try to tell you, you call us everything but a child of God. When we try to be like, hey, your movement is a little anti-black, or we trying to tell y'all as people who do movements, as black people who spearhead movements, we trying to get yours to where it needs to be, and you thought you knew best. So we was niggas. The minute you
Not
could call
only
it
do
the,
we spearhead the movements, we spearhead it, and it's always inclusive.
exactly.
Right.
And in the minute we tried to call y'all out on that shit, we was niggas with the hard ER. So
Mm-hmm.
you know what? Handle your business. I never put the watermelon in my bio because, like I said, I care about my people. No disrespect to that, but I'm not finna showboat on no shit. That
Mhm.
fight been going on. That ain't our fight. We got, as black people, we got shit. And when we try to include everybody, we include everybody. But then when it comes to our stuff, y'all, you know where to be found. So y'all got to work that out. And I hate when we're talking about black issues and here come a motherfucker in the comment section. Oh, well, what are your feelings on Palestine? Am I talking about Palestine? Am I talking about niggas? You're in the wrong comment section. I'm not talking about my people.
Right.
If you want pro-Palestinian shit, go find a Palestinian creator. If you worried about that, then go do that. But they tried to make the obligation of being pro-Palestine on black people. Like you automatically got to say what side are you on? We got bigger fish to fry over here in the
And
black community.
if we being honest, foundational black Americans are hated by everyone. Yeah, we
Mhm.
empathize with y'all, but none of y'all like us if we being real. Y'all don't want us at y'all restaurants. Y'all don't want us shopping with y'all. Y'all don't want us doing shit for y'all, but fighting for y'all. That's it.
Exactly. We good enough to fight for you. We good enough to put our bodies on the line. We good enough to give y'all labor, but we're not good enough for y'all to give us the same in return for y'all to fight on our behalf. It's always, oh, how do you feel about, oh, so are you're not pro Palestine? It's like this ain't this that's not what my content is about. Don't come in my comment section asking me am I pro Palestine, because that's not the content I'm making. I'm making pro black content for black people. And if you don't like that, then go somewhere the fuck else. Go find a Palestinian creator and do that, because you Palestinians, and not the Palestinians from Palestine, but the Americanized
Oh my
Palestinians,
God.
y'all was real fucking anti-black. Oh, keep our name out your fucking mouth if you voting for Kamala Harris. Now what, bitch? Now what? Look at what Gaza is looking like now. That bitch
Yes.
look like Swiss motherfucking cheese now, and it didn't have to, but y'all didn't want a black woman in charge. So you know what? Fuck you.
And
That,
speaking of,
that,
and,
A lot of people, I'm sorry.
no,
A
go
lot of
ahead.
people, they want to minimize our pro-blackness by saying, well, what do you think about that? You know what? Anytime there's genocide, anybody, including the Palestinians, you said, Nikki, yes, I'm pro-Palestine. However, that's not what I'm talking about now. So don't try to minimize who I am for black people by throwing this wrench in. And so when I hear stuff like this, I'm always thinking, so you trusted and you're mad about this warmonger going to do something that he was going to do, and you knew he
Mhm.
was going to do. Like I like the fact that you're so enraged about it, like you can't be enraged on something you know that's going to happen and you vote for it. The United States is the only country has ever used nuclear weapons. They
Yep.
stole a whole continent of a whole race of people from a continent. They look what they did to the Native Americans. If you think about the history of the white man on this earth, and then you're like surprised that he's doing this is what he does. So what are you gonna do? Be mad at me because I'm for black people? I'm not saying I'm because like I said, I'm pro-Palestine. However, I think we need to leave room for the fact that black folks, especially black folks in America, we don't always have the capacity to care about something else today. Because
There
right
you go.
now,
We
today,
we
I need to live. I got so me as a fucking black man, when I leave this house, I got to worry about is my tags on my car? Because if my tags ain't on my car, that's putting me in proximity to possibly getting killed by police. When I go in this restaurant, they act like they don't want me there. So is it because I'm black? Is it because I'm tall? Is it what is it? I got to do that all day, every day.
hmm
I go to work and I got to look out for the black kids because people who say they look out for black kids, they may mean it. They don't know how to look out for black kids, maybe. I got to do all of this all day, every day. And when I don't have the capacity to care and my care doesn't look like you think it should look, then oh, you don't
that,
care. Yeah,
that's it.
yes, I do care about Palestine. Today, I got to live. When I walk
That's
out this door, I got to be able to come back to my house safely.
that's it. That's it.
Sometimes I don't have the capacity to put all that in. And don't tell me what my care should look like.
Exact. They don't give us as black people. We don't have the grace and space to live with what we have to go through. Every time we walk out the house, it is with the understanding that we may not come back. No other
Absolutely.
race has to deal with that. No other race, ethnicity, nation, none of that. Nobody else on the face of this fucking earth has to deal with that the way black American people have to. When we
Mhm.
walk, and it's not just us, when our kids walk out the door, it is with the understanding that as parents, I may not see my child. When I leave work, when I was going to work in an office, when a white person leaves the parking garage, they know they're gonna make it home safely. When I, especially being a black one, we can never, because of wages are not equal, we have to work in neighborhoods we don't live in, which means I gotta travel through some white people shit in order to get to work, which means I gotta travel through it to get home. I
Yeah.
am one traffic stop away from losing my life. If I go to the grocery store, I'm one racist manager away from accusing me of shoplifting. We all of these things that we have to go through, and then for people to say, "Oh, you don't care about Palestine, bitch." Palestine. I didn't wake up this morning with Palestine on my fucking mind. I woke up with blackness on my mind, and how the fuck I'm gonna survive being black for today? How I'm gonna survive being black for the rest of this week, for the rest of my life? And like you said, they don't like that our care doesn't look like how they want it to look like. And the
Mhm.
minute that black people's care doesn't look like what white people want to look like, then it's the assumption that we don't care. So then when black people say, you know what, fuck you and fuck y'all, then it's a problem when we take that attitude with you, because you're not going to dictate to me how I feel about something. You can't tell me how I feel about something. Do I think the babies should be getting bombed? Nobody should be getting bombed over that. None of that should be happening. But when you was faced with a decision to choose a man you knew was gonna tear some shit up and a woman that was gonna do her best to fix it, you chose a man that was gonna tear some shit up because you was racist, because you didn't want a black woman in charge, because you didn't want to have to answer to a black woman. You only want black women for our labor. You want us for our intelligence. You want us for our ideas, but you do not want to, you don't want our leadership. You want to take our shit so you can lead with it. That's what you want. You want, that's why, oh, where's Kamala Harris now? Where's Barack Obama? You want Barack Obama to come out of being a private citizen to give you white bitches a pep talk. That's what the fuck you want. You want
That
him to
shit
come
pissed
out
me
here.
off so
That
bad to
pissed me
be
off. 'Cause
asking, where's Kamala now? Bitch, y'all ain't vote for her. Why
you
y'all
didn't
worried
vote for
about
her.
where the
So,
fuck she at? She's
but
somewhere
again,
chilling.
look,
I hope
this,
she got her feet kicked up, her press out just blowing into some wind. Fuck
but
y'all
Amen.
this is the
worried about her
thing.
for?
And it proved, y'all, white people ain't never beaten the allegations that you want free labor. Because why would you ask where a black woman is when you didn't vote for her, when you didn't give her the job? Why are you asking her why she isn't doing the work that you didn't hire her to do? Because you think as a black woman, she's supposed to come here and save y'all. And I said this on my last video. White women are not Native Americans, but y'all are native members of the Please Save a Whole tribe. And I need you bitches to get off the reservation because that is what y'all are doing. Y'all
I got a
want people.
question for the white people watching.
Go ahead.
Why to white people or to every other race of people, why is us being pro-black anti everything to them?
Oh, let me. I'm gonna answer because I heard this on TikTok and it struck a chord with me. She said the reason why white people think pro-black is anti-white is because everything pro-white is anti-black.
Mm.
That's the answer. That's the
Damn.
answer. That is the answer.
You know what?
That is
That
the
make
answer.
a lot of sense.
Everything that is you think pro-blackness is anti-white because everything that is pro-white has always been anti-black. That is why y'all don't like it. That is why
Okay.
black joy equals white pain. Whenever white people see black people having a good time, they make it is literally in their DNA to ruin it. It is literally something in them that they either have to ruin it or they have to insert themselves into it. They can never just let black people, white Americans can never let black people, black Americans, or black anything else have joy that is specific to us. They always take, if they can't immediately be included, then they're automatically offended by it. They were offended by the Super Bowl with Kendrick Lamar because it was not for them. How many Super Bowls have we had to sit
Why
up here
don't we
and
have any white
sirs,
dancers?
why do we have to how many Super Bowls have we had to watch some lame ass shit because it included all white people? How many times? But when you have a black artist who is pro-black and black centered and he made a show that was for everyone's consumption, but no one's approval. And that's what I need white people to understand. Black, when we do things, I tell people all the time, my content is for everyone's consumption, but no one's approval. I don't need you to approve what the fuck I'm doing. Pre-production, during production, and post-production. I wasn't asking for your fucking opinion. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. That show was not for them, and because it wasn't for them, they had a fucking stroke.
Yes.
Oh my, this. How would you feel if we had an all-white Super Bowl? How many you want? I lost count. Cause how many Super Bowls has been 50? And how many times you done seen some strictly nigga shit? Yeah, okay. When
Right.
y'all start doing that, that's when I got a problem. Because how would you feel? It was y'all remember a couple years ago that white fucking cockeyed lady got on here talking about some. How would you feel if we had an all white weekend on the beach, Virginia Beach or something?
Yeah.
If we had an all white weekend on the beach, bitch, go. We don't give a fuck.
And you have a whole white country all day, every day for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You have every beach you go to is some white shit. Every place you go is some white shit. Everything
Let's be
caters to you.
clear. Back in the day, if we go on history, bitch, everything was all white. Y'all had all white bathrooms. Y'all had white restaurants that we could not enter. Y'all had white schools. Y'all had white beaches that we were not allowed to swim on. Y'all had white pools. Y'all done had all white everything. But the fact of the matter is, y'all can't live without niggas. So y'all decided to try to make us a part of it because y'all couldn't live without us. Y'all needed us to be a part of y'all for some fucking reason. I don't understand why with y'all weird ass. Y'all
Another thing,
they should have kept
It
us
feels
segregated.
good to them to have somebody around who is they see as less than. And you know what really irritates the hell out of me is when you get black folk who kind of subscribe to that. And I'm gonna not currently where I'm working now. I remember in my last position, I took over a leadership spot that had in a place that was white, all white. So
No, they hated that.
I put my leadership
Yeah.
team together. It was all black except for one person. It was all black and one um, Latina. So I put and so not a white person, someone who was a spokesperson for the white people, a black woman came to me, a black woman, and said, George, are you concerned that your leadership team is all black? What?
But they have all white staff everywhere you
All white.
look.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
oh,
I said nobody's going to ask the CEO why his team is all white. So if you want to ask that question, put us both in the room and ask us that together. But otherwise, I'm not answering. And I didn't answer her. We have got to understand our value and our worth. Look, and we have got to stop feeling self-conscious and embarrassed that we are pro-black. Like it's a bad thing.
No,
Listen, George, I promise you now, I say this all the time because I see myself being big. I promise y'all one day y'all gonna turn on y'all TV and y'all gonna see me. And guess what I preach? Nepotism. The same way them I don't even know what to call them right now. The same way they nepotize their people, I'm nepotizing mine. I promise you I am.
Exactly.
My kids, whoever else I want to put into position, I'm gonna put into position.
Yeah,
When I open up my business, I want an all black staff. I don't care. Now all are welcome to shop, but I want an all black staff. I don't care.
And you can't feel bad for it.
And you
They
can't,
don't
because
feel bad for it.
I had a black woman in my comments yesterday about my video to white women. Black, your language. I mean, I understand you, but the white women, they're not going to listen to you. Black women have to stop being so angry. And I said, I'm not here to make white people feel comfortable. I said, that's your ministry and you could stick to it. But I was like, I said, my language is not indicative of my lack of intelligence or vocabulary. And I don't have to prove that to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm You can clearly see that I'm an intelligent person. My use of curse words, that's in addition to, not in replace of, because you can tell when a person curses because they don't know any other words, and when they adding it for emphasis. If you can't tell the difference between that, I am not here to make white people comfortable, and I've reconciled the fact with that I have to forego brand deals, but there's going to be someone that is going to allow me and pay me to be pro-black and say what I'm saying. I'm not saying white people can't listen to me, because
Listen, look at
white
Deontay
people,
Cal.
yes, white people do listen to me. But I'm not going to sacrifice how I'm going to talk to y'all, because I don't have to. If I come on here and I cuss y'all out every day, that's my business. I cuss people, I cuss you white motherfuckers out on behalf of the black women that can't do it. There's a black woman going on her job, going through some shit on her job right now. I'm cussing out Becky on her fucking behalf because she can't do it. That's what I'm here for. I'm here. My account is pro-black stuff. That's not saying white people can't enjoy it, but everything is not for you, and I'm not here to explain everything that's not here for you. If you want to listen to it, that's fine, but I'm not here to do your fucking labor. Google is free. And
Right.
I am not adjusting how I talk to people for nothing. And that's why I have the following that I have, because I say it the way that I say it and I don't apologize for it. And I'm not doing respectability politics for nobody, because I know I'm smart. You
Mm-hmm.
can hear it when I talk. You can see the way I do my content. I don't have to dumb myself down. I don't have to make white people feel comfortable. And I really can't stand when I see especially black women going above and beyond to make white bitches feel comfortable or to make white men feel comfortable. Fuck that. Because they ain't trying to make you feel comfortable. So why you going out of your way?
My thing is they policed us so long that now it's embedded in our brains to police each other. Like, stop getting on these platforms, because I know for me and Nikki, for sure, y'all come in our comments, oh, can you stop cussing so much? Oh, can you clean that up? Fuck that. Why
No,
am I?
there
I'm
you
not
go.
trying to make nobody feel comfortable. Whoever get the message, get the fucking message. And if you don't, oops, oh fucking well. But I'm gonna say it how I want to say it. That don't make me dumb. That don't make me uneducated. It's just what I feel like saying.
One lady, one black lady said, "Oh, I had a lady just now. Oh, I subscribed to you and I instantly unsubscribed. Too many N words for me. Look how you're doing something to your people." I said, "This is not an airport, so I don't need you to announce your departure." And my 8900 plus followers will not miss you either. Like, bitch, get the fuck up out of here. I'm still gonna say I was raised on blues, jazz, and Richard Pryor records. Okay, I'm a cuss like a fucking sailor, but you're gonna understand me. But it's intellectual at the same time, and I'm not apologizing for that. I can be in a room full of white people and talk like them. I don't have to.
Right.
That's the thing. My
Why code switch when
comfortability,
you don't feel like when it's not the
when
time
it's
to
not
code
necessary.
switch?
The fact that I can speak the way that I want and I don't have to talk in code makes y'all uncomfortable. It makes white people uncomfortable because they can't understand it. I can speak your language, but you can't speak mine. I can have a whole conversation with a black person without saying words. Me and Maya could be in front of a group of white
Right.
women right now, and we could be talking about hair using numbers. Bitches wouldn't even know what the fuck we talking about. We'd be talking about hair using numbers only, and they'll be confused as fuck.
And be trying to decipher what the hell y'all
And trying to
doing.
decipher what the fuck. Girl, I want one bean.
They
I
Right,
want
want
to
Nikki,
be,
because
they
I
want to
350.
went
be
to the hair
included.
store yesterday and I was trying to see which hair color matched my hair color. So I was going for a 350, but
Yeah.
then I thought maybe a 30. but then my hair was brighter than both. So then I had to go to another color that I didn't, yeah, they ain't gonna know what's going on.
They not gonna know, and they don't like that. They don't like white people don't like it when they can't figure us out. That
Or be a
that
part of it. They want you
that when
to
they
have
can't figure us out and they can't be a part of it. But what fries me is that white people are the creator of exclusivity, but they hate to be excluded. Y'all created exclusivity. You made it to where black people had to get their own shit, and then when we get our own shit and we say it's just for us. Well, that's not fair. Why is it? Why is it? It's a woman on TikTok named Chantel. She sells black jewelry. It's not only for black people. She could sell it to anybody, but she says her jewelry she makes it for black women.
Mhm.
Why the fuck would you be a white woman and want to wear earrings that's in the shape of fucking Africa? Let me know. And y'all would, and the white women in the comments
They want to
complain,
low key be down.
but not even because the white bitches in the comments complaining would never even purchase products from her. They would never purchase it. You're
Never.
just complaining that it's not meant for you. It's African jewelry. What the fuck do you look like being a white woman wearing a goddamn Nubian necklace? If you don't get the whole fuck out my face, Becky, with that bullshit. And then this other bitch made a video trying to mock her. Oh, you see my buffalo plaid earrings? Pepper. Yeah, bitch, Pepper, I made you private your motherfucking account hole. She was like, oh, these buffalo plaid earrings are just for white women only. First of all, bitch, buffalo plaid, you bitches so bland your taste in jewelry is mayonnaise. Buffalo fucking plaid. Wow. I'm so jealous. Buffalo fucking plaid. This is the shit we got to deal with on a regular basis. White women, go back to the drawing board because you can't fuck with black women on no category.
And
Buffalo plaid, bitch. Okay.
and what I'm also going to do is we're almost out of time. We're still going to do the history lesson, right?
I mean, I've been dropping history this whole time, so we
So are
can
you
skip it if
good?
need be.
I
Yeah.
think you didn't judge everybody already, Nikki.
We judged
So
everybody today.
I'm
Next week,
going.
y'all, I promise I got somebody.
So I have something to say about a recent customer service experience, and I'm going to start bringing these real experiences to the podcast moving forward. This was during
Uh-oh.
a recent Lyft ride that I had last week. I was picked up, and y'all already know, in LA, if you've ever been to LA, it's kind of difficult trying to get in and out of there, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
so they got the regular people going there, and they got the Uber drivers, and they got the buses. So it's just a clusterfuck.
a mess.
Well, I'm very instructional. So when I said, "Hey," I tell my Lyft driver I'm wearing a gray sweater and red shorts. He was like, "Cool, fine." He pulls up. Now, when he pulls up, let me stop this. So when he pulls up, he's right here. I see him. I wave. I start walking towards him. He then looks at me, gets out past the crosswalk, and then parks right there. And so I called him. I said, "Hey, you just went around me." He said, "Oh, I didn't see you. I didn't see you." I said, "I just waved to you. You waved back." So then I go this way to follow the car to go back this way. He continues to drive the car. I said, "Hey, stop the car, get out the car, open the trunk, and then I'll be behind you." So I got out the car, and so he got out the car, brought my bags up. He was like, "Oh, I didn't see you. I didn't see you." I said, "I waved to you not once, but twice." And then he wanted to argue. I said, "Just put the bags in the car." And I got in the car. He's in the car. He's whipping the car like this and stuff, just driving all crazy and stuff. And so I was already pissed off. So then when we get to my house, he takes out my the luggage and kind of like slams on the thing. I said, "Yo, racist son of a bitch." And I just walked his house, gave him a bad review and everything. So when we get so then I call Lyft, let them know about my experience. They only want to give me a $5 credit. I said,
Yep.
"You mean to tell me that this person who gave me horrible customer service, technically put my life in danger, he's going to get the full amount of this money?" Well, however they break it down. I said, "For offering shitty service." I said, "This is why I'm not filling these new apps no more, because they're starting to act like the old cab drivers, if you remember in the past, how
Mm-hmm.
and also at LEX, that's how they have. So I don't know how they were able to brokerage it, but they have the cabs. They have a designated section over there now, and all of them are Middle Eastern Indian. and they all got attitudes. They all, and they you can tell when they see a black person try to get in the car or something, or somebody that's like Latin or something, they get kind of like, oh no, 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 no. And then when a white person comes with their luggage, they're like, yeah, 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 come, come. And so black people will be sitting there waiting and stuff. And so that's why I said I don't fuck with the cabs up there. But then when I was talking to some of the Uber drivers, I talked to Latins, I talked to Africans and black ones, and I've also talked to some Asian ones. They said they don't know how the Middle Eastern and Indian cab drivers or the Uber and Lyft drivers been able to do this, but they said they will get automatic priority to pick somebody up from the airport, and they're still waiting to pick somebody up. And they said they don't know how that happens. They said they brokered some deal with Lyft or Uber to do that. So now they got a monopoly on the taxis and they got a monopoly on the Uber and Lyfts at the thing. And so that's why they're offering bad service. And I'm gonna tell you what was so messed up about it. The white woman that seen him pull away from it, she says, "Did he just ride around you and seen you?" She says, "Oh my God, dude, I've been having customer service issues with Uber and Lyft as well. The guy done went around the block like 3 times and he doesn't speak English very well, and my mother's sick." And I was just like, it's a problem up there, but it's those Indian and Middle Eastern people, and then they come over here. They want us to care about Gaza. They want us to care about what's going on in India and stuff. But y'all want to have this nasty ass attitude coming over here. So I gave his ass a 1-star review. If you see a guy, if he looks like this, and his name is Gingham, you cancel that ride and you find something else if you are coming into the Los Angeles area. In addition to that, I also researched what Gingham last just to let you guys know that I did the research, and it's Armenian. Armenian is considered Middle Eastern. Y'all, Armenian, Middle Eastern, Iraq, whatever y'all want to call yourselves, y'all got to stop coming up here with fucking attitudes. And then when something's going overseas in the Middle East, y'all want us to care for y'all or do something for y'all. Y'all got to stop treating people like that. That shit
Mm-hmm.
don't fly by with me anymore. I'm not
Yep.
putting up with that no more.
It's not. You're not gonna treat us like that. And then when something happening to your people over there, oh well, why don't you care? We all bleed the same and we're all one. Okay, well you should think about that. We're not all one when black people going through shit. We on our own. When we
Yes,
going through something, when we got something, when we need help, we on our own. But when everybody else going through something, y'all automatically come to the black
gotta pull
community
out care
first.
for them.
Y'all come to the minute something go wrong, y'all come to the black community first. I'll never forget with COVID. And yes, I know it was Trump's fault when he was blaming Asian people. And then they started, white people started beating on Asian people and shit. And they passed that little Asian no hate law or
That
whatever.
bullshit.
Y'all been whooping black people since what? Where the fuck is our bill? Where's our protection? Where, so you can pass a bill for that, but you can't pass one when it comes for the protection of black people.
Yeah.
It's just like we just not gonna be
They don't
beholden.
care about black safety.
Yeah, you don't care about it, but you want us to care about every other safety for every other person, and then you try to guilt trip us. You're not making me feel guilty about nothing. I don't feel
Amen.
you're not making me feel guilty about
Amen.
anything because, like I said, I am never gonna come first to somebody that don't look like me.
Right.
Amen.
If I'm not coming, that means if you're not black, I'm not coming. I already know I'm not coming first to a Middle Eastern person. I'm not coming first to a black person. I'm not coming first to anybody else that do not look like me. So if I don't come first to anybody that don't look like me, I'm not gonna go out of my way to put you before my people. I'm not doing that, and I don't care how people feel about it. Oh, you're anti. Because I had some people asking me sometimes, "Oh, are you anti anything that's not black?" I was like, "No, I'm not anti anything that's not black, but I'm pro-black first, and anybody else comes second. And if you don't like that, then don't watch my content." Like I'm very comfortable with that. Like you can't hold that over my head. Oh, well, I'm gonna unfollow you, bitch. I don't know how you got here, so I don't need to know how you leave.
Yes, I'm gonna use that. Okay, we got quotes on this one. We're gonna have sound bites for days. Y'all did this. And George, you were excellent. This was one of the more I would say deep dive conversations because we was able to really dive into stuff versus like some of our other every special guest offers something different.
Different, yeah.
And I like that. And I primarily did a good job at finding some people. I just no, I know Nikki found one. We wait for Ma to find
But
somebody.
you the producer, you the
I
editor.
tried, but I'm telling you, the people that reach out to me, that I'm not the worth it patrol, but I'm just saying, like, it's
Yeah.
people that just
Yeah,
want to
we
get
have
on
to.
things.
Yeah.
just because like they
And they
don't
don't
really
have the
have anything to
followers.
talk about.
Yeah, it's just because,
Yeah,
and we have to, and everybody
I
out
agree.
there, it's not us being assholes, but we got to be mutually beneficial. You know, we trying to grow. So if you have a platform and you produce content, you know, that's what we're looking for. Like no shade, but if you have like just videos of like your dog or like, you know, you walking and doing shit, like that's like, we can't do that. Like we have to have, we're trying to grow. And that's one thing I do admire Deontay Call about, because he was always like, hey, this has got to be mutually beneficial. Like you can't reach out to me and you're not doing content, and it
Yeah,
has to benefit us in both ways, because this is still work for us. We love it, but this is still work. We
shit,
still gotta edit. We
that
still
editing
gotta
is a
edit.
beast.
We gotta do
Woo.
different things, but we love it. It's work, but we love
Yeah,
it. And so it just has to be, we want to help other people grow their platform, and then they help us grow. So it has to be, you know, mutually beneficial. So it ain't us trying to curb you like we think we better. But we got a job that we trying to do here and things we trying to accomplish. And so we're looking for people with platforms and people that are trying to do things. You don't have to have a huge social media, but if you have a business and you're out there and you're doing things, that's what we're trying to bring awareness to the people that we have like on this show.
exactly.
And that's all. So it's not, we're not hating, we're not being like, oh, you too small time, but you know, you gotta think
You gotta
about
have
it. If,
something to back you up, you know.
yes, it has to
There's
be, you
something.
know, if you're talking, you come in on the show and we talking about social things and politics and all it is, we got to look at your content and see, okay, they're into this, they know this or whatever, because we can't have you getting on here.
That'll piss me off so much. I'll be like, yeah, you.
Listen, I
You
turn
know,
over
I
here, don't
really
fucking
don't want
play.
to talk about Trump and I don't want to talk about anything
Oh,
pro-black. Then why the fuck are you here?
yeah,
Yeah,
I would
we
say
can't.
you can
Yeah,
just go
we
ahead and
can't do
leave right
you.
now.
If you watch our content, you already know what time it is over here.
Right.
Don't come over here trying to be, oh well, I don't want to talk about. Well, then you got to go to somebody else's show.
And I'm gonna show our videos. I got quite a few, so I'm just gonna run through them so we can get on up out of here. I know we're a little bit over time. Uh, we got. I started with the controversy, and I'm gonna end with some happy stuff. So Maya will say, "You ain't got no happy stuff." So.
Ooh, come on. Pop, pop.
Woo!
What? Ooh, shit. Knock them out the
All right,
box,
that
Red.
was that, and then I'm
I
sure.
love to see a good Caucasian ass whooping because whatever
I
they did, they
listen.
deserved it.
I live for it.
There we go. Yeah, ma'am, he's just talking to you. He's busy communicating.
All bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Leave them cats alone. Leave them
That's
alone.
I don't. White people got a death wish. Y'all gonna leave them animals alone. Y'all gonna leave them animals alone. Oh, did he miss it or?
He barely made it.
Oh shit.
So I'm gonna show it again. He barely made it. He seen the wires. So those are electrical wires,
Oh.
and
Ooh.
boom, and he barely made it.
Oh my God.
Barely
Mm-mm.
made it.
I'd be suing everybody.
Oh, everybody
Right?
getting sued. This was a beautiful story. I thought this was excellent.
John, you've ever done the clapper thing for TV?
I didn't know these were real. Oh my God.
So there's a brain over there, by the way. So you're very familiar with the brain?
I love the brain.
Do you have a favorite part of the brain?
Um, Let me see if we can get inside it, because my favorite part of the brain isn't on the outside.
Do a little surgery on that there, Sean.
Scalpel.
I'm your scrub nurse. There you go. Oh, don't cause any catastrophic bleeding. Okay, so what is your favorite part of the brain here?
The hippocampus.
So what do you love about the hippocampus so much?
Memory, because memories are something that you can cherish. And I think memories are the best thing ever because they allow you to share a special bond with your past that usually animals without those developed brains that we have, they can't share that same bond with their past because they wouldn't remember.
If you could change something.
See, I love that, and we getting a lot of little black geniuses there that
Yep.
younger and younger. There's two black girls. They just got accepted to medical school. One was 10 years old and one was 11. I said
I
they've
know
been
that's right.
suppressing black kids for too long, and now they are shining. And then
Mm-hmm.
it's the name of this one for me. Just watch.
It's cutting back on, Javante.
So you pulled over alone at night for 20 minutes while you've been receiving violent threats?
Move so I can cut the game on.
Concerning you thought you were being followed?
Move, boy.
Been considering.
Javante after the beat.
You have a report?
Hold on. Huh?
So yeah.
There.
Javante. I love when we give our cats black names.
Javante, and this is the last one.
When I wake up in
So I want to show y'all some happy stuff, some things that was just popping up on my feed. I said, because it can't be all war and doom and gloom. I gotta have
Yes,
stuff
that
on
was
there.
good.
So as always, we are about to go out of the show. And Maya, where can they find you at?
You can find me on all platforms at Maya Lamise. Make sure to stream Beyond Normal with Maya Lamise on all platforms. YouTube is Elevate with Maya.
All right. And Miss Nikki.
You can find me on Instagram at bitch_happens. On TikTok, bitch happens one word. On YouTube, knickknack23. That's NIKNAK 23. And you can tune in to Knickknack After Dark on TikTok Live Fridays at 11 p.m. Eastern for adults only conversation. It's a fun little ride. So make sure y'all join.
And I had to show them the oils and stuff for Knickknack After Dark.
Yeah, because we be
I heard
talking,
some of
y'all.
it. I was like,
Don't miss out. So the replay will be up later this week on YouTube. But yeah, Fridays we do it live, 11 p.m. Eastern.
all right. And George, please let them know where they can find you at. And also, if you have anything that you want to promote or anything that you're currently doing, any events, please let us know about that as well.
Yeah, I can be found on Instagram as Rafer's Day, RAFERSDAY. I do a lot of group coaching around town. I just started with APLA as their regular coach. And yeah, when you go to my page, it's a lot of, what I do in home life and, my garden and shit like that. But don't be, as my coworkers who started following me, they're like, yeah, they get a little surprised at some of the content.
Hey, they don't need to be on there then. And as always, I am your host, Vision X. The moderator. I don't know why I keep saying I'm the host, but I'm actually just
he's the jack of all trades, ladies and gentlemen. He is the host, moderator, producer, editor.
All of it.
He does it all. Okay, that's a one shop stop nigga. Okay.
Yes, and what we're also going to be doing, I'm going to let the audience know that we're also going to be, I'm going to do more engagement on some of our timelines. So when you guys submit something or say something, I'll be engaging with you more. And please keep commenting. We love your comments. We love to have dialogue between that because that's how I also get some ideas for the next episodes based off some of the things that you have said back and forth regarding things. In addition to that, I also over the ILTG Daily is what I'll be starting up this Sunday. I was supposed to be starting up last Sunday, but FTP podcast was my main focus because I care about Miss Maya and Nikki. I want us to be successful. I want us to do well. And this is really an important platform. And a lot of people are talking about it. I see a lot of people saying, we love your content. I said, yeah, we're not sitting here trying to cater to nobody. We're just doing being us and speaking the facts. So that's the way it is. Other than that, please like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Take care.